Okay, so this is a hard one. We're 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 kind of battling the world of Burnout, which kind of led me to make this video and hopefully combat burnout with like some new experiences. Um, this video is just full of them. The first being is I'm doing a voiceover. I've never recorded a voiceover before, so hopefully this sounds okay. I'm using my streaming mic, so in theory should sound good. We'll find out when we get there. The second, which may not be obvious, is I actually shot in S-Log 3, which meant I have to convert the footage to 709 color space and then throw in a LUT and color grade and all that jazz. So hopefully it looks okay. For me personally, I give it like a solid C because I've literally never used S-Log footage in my life, and I underexposed, which with S-Log, it's better to overexpose than underexpose because bringing things down opposed to bringing it up, it's a mess. Some of these clips are going to be a lot darker than they should be, but hey, this is a learning experience, and just to try to get over burnout is, well, it's difficult. So sometimes new experiences are they're a they're a way to, I guess, get out of it, which is literally why you see me just laying here in bed, just kind of over it. I recorded this video on a day off after a very stressful week at work, where we've constantly been behind and management's being a pain in the booty, and it's kind of all just, I don't know how to say it. I guess it's kind of all just, we love pauses of silence, but it's, I don't know how to say it. It's just becoming this, it's just a struggle because I'm in my current role for almost 5 years now, and there's been a hiring freeze, which makes it difficult to move on, which means I've been doing the same job, same role for almost 5 years. I read the same things 5 days a week, wonder how these new people have done the same thing that people before them have, and how no one's figured out life. And it's hard to not let it get to you, because you have to remember, like, this is a different person. This is not the same person that you've been talking to or trying to help or work with. And that's hard. It's hard after almost 5 years, because now everything's a habit. Everything is almost on autopilot, which is probably the worst part about feeling burnt out, is you are on autopilot. You're just doing, you're not thinking. And I think that's really affected not just my work life, but my personal life, because I've been making YouTube videos since 2015, but I've never been consistent, which, that's okay. This is a hobby. It's not a job. It's not something I ever truly expected to, for lack of a better term, make a career out of. Would that have been cool? Yeah. But in my opinion, I missed that boat a long time ago. Originally, I wanted to start YouTube back in like 2010 when I was going off to college, because I was going to live my own. Well, not live my own necessarily. I was going to be in a dorm room, but like I was living away from my parents. Pretty much every roommate I had my freshman year of college, they were never really in the room, so it was really easy to, it would have been really easy to film, honestly. And I was always out and about doing things. I had a lovely campus, which I guess I would have had to been careful because it's like a really small, I mean, I could say now it was Southern Maine Community College is where I had my freshman year of college, because like I don't live there, so I can say where I went. But it's just, had I started it back then, I feel like I'd be in a different place now. But to that extent as well, I don't think I could have this as a career, because I think the burnout would be far greater than just my current job, where I can just escape. I can go somewhere else. With YouTube, or just, online content creation in general, I don't know how to say this. You kind of get stuck because you might become known for this one thing, and to rebrand yourself is difficult. But that's kind of where I am right now with work. My job is very big on branding, knowing who you are, what you offer, or in reality, what you can offer, who's hiring you. We love that one. And I don't know anymore. I'm just tired. So tired. And it's impacting everything. Like my YouTube, like it's so hard to be consistent because I get done work and I'm tired. I don't really want to film an unboxing or film, I don't know, cooking video, baking video, what have you. It's so much mental energy that I don't have. Do I have the physical energy? Yeah, I do. But if you don't have the mental energy where you can concentrate on the task at hand, which is just like sitting down in front of a camera, you need to, worry about your white balance and your exposure. You gotta worry about your lighting. You gotta worry about what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it. Excuse me if you heard that burp, I'm so sorry. This is very much a stream of consciousness voiceover. It's just not like this beautiful, let me explain my life. I'm just kind of talking about how I feel and how this video kind of portrays how I'm feeling. It's like you can see how disinterested I truly am in this video. Like this is an average day off for me. Literally, it's just I get up, I lay in bed, kind of not wanting to get up, make breakfast, sit in my room. Yes, these lights, I do keep my room pretty dark. These are just 2 little Hughes bulbs. I think one thing I need to start doing, though, is honestly opening my curtains. I don't get a whole lot of light in my room, but I feel like if I started opening my curtains in the morning, that would kind of help, facilitate a new routine, I guess. Because burnout happens from just doing the same thing or being so frustrated that you can't do something more or do something better. So you get burnt out on what you can do, and it's just like, you need a break. And that's hard. Like I get plenty of vacation time. My company's very generous with time off realistically. But the issue in that is when I'm on vacation, I have tons of energy. Like I take a day to just relax, sleep, do nothing, and then I can take the next 4 or 5, whatever my days I put in a row to do whatever I want. And it's super easy to create content and to just unwind. But then the moment I'm back to work, I'm just zapped of all my energy, physically, mentally, emotionally, what have you. And then I'm right back to where I started. That's stressful. That's the nature of burnout. You kind of just over it. And this has really now impacted like my days off. Like you can see, it's just I'm just trying to do something to keep myself moving, making breakfast, making my bed. I don't make my bed all the time, but on a day off, I'm like, I have the time, I have the energy. Because when I'm working, I wake up like an hour and a half before I work. I shower, I get dressed, I eat breakfast, I work. But on my days off, like I can kind of breathe, which is kind of the intention, but I feel like more so this year than any year before that I've worked. Even when I worked like in a grocery store where I was doing far more physical activity, face-to-face with customers, where I had to resolve things on the spot, so to speak. It's like, that was far more taxing than my current job. But the issue now is that because I'm essentially on autopilot, there's like no variety. There's no new things to learn or do. It's just the same thing every day compared to my previous employment where it's like it was always something different. Similar problems, but always different. So it kept me on my toes. It kept things interesting. I didn't have to worry about just life getting in the way or feeling like work was gonna get in my life's way. Yeah, so that brings me to my days off where it's just like I do the same things. It's almost like I'm burnt out on life as well. So my days off are always Friday, Saturday. So Fridays usually like I'll do groceries, I will do my laundry like you see right here, I will vacuum, wipe down the bathroom and kitchen, all that jazz, just kind of tidy up. But then when I get to Saturday, now I'm really tired. I don't really want to stream. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to. But then if I do that, by the end of the day, I'm like, cool, I have just wasted the entire day. And then I work. And then it feels like my days off are almost lunch breaks. They're just little blips, and then that's it. It's almost as if they didn't matter, didn't exist. It's just me not getting paid. I cannot English. It's me not getting paid to do anything. Because my lunch breaks aren't paid. So that's kind of how it feels now. I don't know. So that's where previously this year I did my Reorganizing My Life series, which was not successful. The goal was to kind of just get myself out of a rut, get back to creating on YouTube, because I do truly enjoy filming videos and editing, as taxing as that could be mentally sometimes. And it didn't go so well, because I got burnt out on trying to make this series like look good, sound good, without realizing that's the entire point of the series, is just to do something else. It wasn't to make this perfect series that would go viral or something like that. That's a silly goal. Don't ever create content specifically to go viral, because that's a great way for it to not get any attention, for you to dislike the work or content you created, and also a great way to continue your burnout, because you're overworking yourself for no reason, which is why I have like so much time I put into like photography on the side that I haven't shown on my YouTube channel. I haven't really shown people I know in real life. Wow, IRL, we love that. But I have so much photography I haven't shown people, because it's just like, that is my unwind hobby that I don't share with anyone. It is just me, myself, and I. And I've been saying for almost a year now that I want to do a photography channel, because I'm ready to share that, but to have the energy to set up a studio set of sorts in a very limited space is like trying to rack my mind around that. It's like, what do I do? Lighting is really the biggest issue, because I have two big softboxes, and they're both good and bad. They're good because they have a remote, they have a huge, they're bicolor, so I can go obviously like warm to cool. But the issue is they're just basic Bluetooth bulbs or wireless bulbs, so one remote will control all the lights, which is a problem. So I have to, if I try to change the color to one, it will automatically change to the other, so I have to like turn one off to adjust one, then turn that one off to adjust the other. It's a mess. They're a pain to set up. The bulbs are huge. They were only $80, so like, what do you expect? It's the basic giant bulb. They're a pain in the butt to store and transport, and I hate them. So how do I start to get into a whole new YouTube channel after being burnt out of life from work at my current YouTube channel and streaming on Twitch, at that matter? Which, if you want to follow me on Twitch, it's iSkylar, RAPISKYLAR. It's a combination of my gaming tag and my YouTube channel. I usually will stream like Dead by Daylight, Sims, sometimes Pokemon here and there, and that's becoming hard to do now, because it's just like mental energy. That's what it is. Like, I love streaming. It's so fun, even though half the time I'm just talking to the void. It's still nice to do, because it's my content, and I get to decide how long it takes to do something. I decide when it ends. It's wonderful. I don't have to edit anything. Just click end stream and then post the video for everyone to see afterwards. But yeah, so I need to figure out my lighting. I have tons of photography ideas and shoots that I can do no problem at home. But one issue outside lighting is filming. So I have my A7 IV and I have my A7 III. So the 4 is gonna have to be my video because it's gonna have the superior quality because I can do S-Log3 and all that jazz, which means my A7 III would have to be my photography camera. And for photography, it's still great. There's plenty of people who still use DSLRs that are like 10 years older than the A7 III who still give amazing quality. So that's the good thing, is photo-wise, my A7 III will still hold up. But it doesn't mean I don't want to upgrade, but that's just not an option right now. Like, realistically, that's so silly. Like, I have the backdrops, I have a green screen, I have a black and white background or backdrops, so I have options. I have the frame and everything. It's just figure out lighting, figure out camera settings, because like I use my A7 III because it has infrared still, so I can use a basic little $5 remote. But then the issue is a lot of it I want to do as self-portraits, which means I have to disguise myself using remote, but make sure the remote is still within eye shot of the camera, so that's gonna be hard to figure out. But this is where the burnout comes back, because like trying to plan all this stuff, I'm making myself tired because I'm going through all these scenarios instead of just diving in. But I'm not a person to just dive in, which means I just kind of stick with what I know, which, I mean, human nature, you stay where you're comfortable. And staying where I've been comfortable has led me to burning out on everything. Like, I very much am at a point where I live to work opposed to work to live. And for those who might not know that expression or have heard it before, if you work to live, it means your job is simply your job so you can enjoy life. But if you live to work, your job is your life. You don't have much outside of it. And I don't want my job to be my identity. But unfortunately, it has become my identity, which means it like takes away time and energy from doing other things like photography, YouTube, streaming on Twitch, like these things that I want to do and enjoy. It's hard. I've been trying to get back on working out. This is me doing a basic workout. It's from MadFit. You can look her right up. It's just like I believe it's strengthening and toning. So we have Arnold presses, I think they're called, and I don't know the workouts. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the workouts. I'll link the video down in the description below what this is, but it's just a quick little like 15-ish minute workout where you're doing essentially burnouts, because I'm not so good with heavy weights right now. So those are only 10-pound weights, because I have lost so much of the strength that I built back in 2022. So beginning of 2022, I was just going through a rough patch with dating, and it made me just like start eating better and working out, and I had lost a bunch of weight and gained a bunch of strength in my arms and legs and back, and I felt so good. I probably felt my best at that point. And then just like personal life and work started getting stressful. I stopped working out, I stopped eating well, and I literally have lost so much strength that I'm almost like right back to square one. I didn't stick up with it. Stick up with it? Stay up with it. Stick to it. Stay on the bandwagon. Oregon Trail it, baby. So I'm trying to get back onto that. I got a little dad belly that I would like to get rid of, which you can see here. When I stand to my side, you see it protruding. I don't like it. There's nothing wrong with having that, because you can be like optimal health and still have a belly. But for me personally, I do not want a belly. It doesn't make me feel good, and I don't like to feel it. Don't want to see it, don't want to feel it. And all it really is just me eating better and working out. That literally will make it go away within like, I don't know, 2-3 months, because that's what happened last time. But I need to stick with it. I need to just get over these fears I have about starting a photography channel. I need to get over these identity issues of my work being my identity. I don't want to live to work. I'm definitely in a better place financially than I was a couple years ago when the pandemic started. I'm in a better place living wise, like living situation. I have probably the best roommate I could ask for right now, who cleans up after themselves. They are considerate of others living with them. I do have 3 cats now, which honestly I don't want them. Not because I hate cats, but just it's like hair, the running around, the play fights and whatnot. I just like cat litter. Cat litter is the worst part. But you know, sometimes you gotta make compromises, and you can't always have things your way. This who is it? Who's has it? You can have it your way. Is that Burger King or something, or is that McDonald's? I don't know. Whatever fast food chain it is that have it your way. You can't always have life your way. So it's about figuring out how you can navigate around those obstacles. And for me, my biggest obstacle is just getting over the word burnout. I have said burnout so many times, and it's because I don't know how to get around it, which is what this video is hoping to be a start with. Is I'm trying 2 new things, very small things. Shooting an S-Log3 and recording a voiceover are 2 very small steps of trying something new. I think the next step would be to try maybe a video I've never done before for my YouTube channel, and just little baby steps to move me away from this identity that I've created unintentionally. And once I can get through that and figure out how can I make YouTube videos, edit those videos, make them good quality for what I want to see, and still be able to stream on Twitch, still be able to do my photography on the side, and still have physical and mental energy to go see friends and do things outside the house. Because the pandemic definitely really hit me hard in terms of mental and emotional energy, because I was scared to leave the house, and then when I did, I was always worried about panicking about staying safe, that I became a homebody. And now I have like, sometimes I have like little panic attacks almost at the grocery store. There's like too many people in the checkout line. I don't know. I start getting hot flashes and I freak out a little bit. It's like, it's all internal. Like, unless you are watching me, you wouldn't be able to tell, but you can see like I get really red in the face and I start sweating and whatnot. But unless you're really watching, you wouldn't know I'm even experiencing that. So that's a sign to work on. But that's what led me to this video. So I hope you can see where burnout is real, but you know, don't let it rule your life. This video is burnout ruling my life. Like, I did not look happy at all at any point in this video. I did not purposely look sad or indifferent. Like, this is me just existing. But thanks for being here.